go ahead.
I'm singing in the microphone this morning for you. Good morning, San Antonio and surrounding areas. It is time for the morning show with Nika and Zay. Something like that. We're gonna get real showcasey, Broadway showish as the time goes on.
Okay.
Because I like Broadway shows, and I've always wanted to participate, but I can't sing.
Right.
And I believe that Zay Zay is right there with me. But he not saying he can't sing.
Right.
But
Wait, before we get introduce yourselves so the people in Radio Land know who you are.
I am Rashawn McLeod from the historic St. James AME Church, and I'm also representing the STJC Young Adult page.
All right.
that was me. It was a recap of me. I was like, where's that good sounding stuff coming from?
I want to get to mean mugging. Hold on a second. Grrr, put it on vibrate. All right. Just jokes. Okay, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Here,
Something going on with you?
I want to hear.
What's happening with you right now? Okay. Grease 1 or Grease 2?
Oh gosh, and it's so funny they keep playing it back to back on TV.
Where? Look at me. Where?
I know.
I'm missing it.
Nika is ready right now.
Yes.
Grease
Okay.
1 or Grease 2?
Just
I'm
answer.
gonna have to go with Grease 2 because I know, I love Grease 1, but all the real singers, all the real singers are on Grease 2.
Okay, look. So right now we're tied.
Score tonight. We're gonna score tonight.
And
You
it's
know
the
what's
80s
so
and the
crazy?
80s sound to the music.
Right.
Do you know what's so
right.
crazy?
What's crazy?
This morning, I was laying in bed. I was
That is
laying
not
in
crazy.
bed,
Oh.
and I
this
woke up to, in my head,
Mm-hmm.
hopelessly devoted
you did.
to you.
Of course
And
you
then you come in talking about Grease 1 and Grease 2. I just knew you were going to say Grease 1. All right, we're tied, because yesterday was Grease 1.
And you know what? Here's the funny part. We're turning this into a battle.
Yeah.
I don't have a preference, but
But-
since she took Grease 1, I'm gonna take.
He
Grease
has
2.
to take Grease 2.
because she doesn't like it at all.
I will
And
not.
I'm like,
I will
oh,
not
look at
own
me
it.
like that.
I mean,
I want
there's a lot of people who don't.
Smooth rider, a cool rider. See,
If
alright,
it's cool
cool.
enough, he can burn me through and through. Oh, if it takes forever, well then I wait forever. No ordinary boy is gonna do. I want a rider that's cool. Right? I love that's my favorite song too.
OMG.
My favorite song. But I don't really have a preference for real, because sometimes it changes for me. But
Now,
for
I
me,
believe
it
it.
did.
I
It
believe
depends
it
on which
because
one's
you,
on.
Yeah,
Right,
right.
it's on
She
you.
was
Rock
feeling
out to
it. Like she felt it.
She did.
Kind of like
somewhere
my
deep
hopelessly
inside.
devoted. I was, I be feeling it, girl. I don't know what else to tell you. I be feeling it, girl.
Well,
Good
let's get it all
morning.
jumpy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
You know
good
what
morning.
today is? In actuality, today is Thursday, which is karaoke Thursday up at Uptown 78. So we
Right.
might be just karaokeing all morning. Who knows? But there's so much going on, and I'm tired.
Tired of what?
Because Tuesday we were out at, we be getting old. You go to bed at 5, so you already sleep.
Look,
But Tuesday.
just because I eat dinner at 2:30,
Right. At movies
With-
with the rest of the people.
the grandparents.
But yeah, so we were at Mark Selling on Tuesday. Tonight is Tanks. Tomorrow is Breathe. Sunday I gotta be at Joe Long Theater for the Tina Marie tribute.
Oh.
I am pooped.
Aw,
They haven't even started yet. I am pooped. Jeez.
so many parties.
So many events, so many
Many
things to
events.
do.
Aw,
I gotta
so much-
stop by the
So
youth-
much fun to have. Oh, I'm so tired of fun. Is that what you're saying right now?
I mean,
What'd you do?
I guess a little bit. I felt like
What's
the cord.
going on with you?
I felt like the cord took it all the way to the max.
You keep. Oh, okay. So you backed it off.
So I backed it up
Was
a little
it?
bit.
Was it all the way to the max?
When I looked at it and the cord was like this.
Oh man. Oh, see.
So
It
I
did it
felt
again.
like, yeah. See,
I see
so
what you mean.
I felt like I should back it up.
So many buttons. So many buttons.
Right.
Okay, guys. So it is Thursday, January.
Right. Where did that come
I
from?
hit him with the rewind or the
'cause the
fast
air.
forward. I don't know which one it was. Today is Thursday, September 27th, and it is a wonderful day, beautiful day out there in Alamo City. Did you leave your house this morning and it was nice and cool?
Yeah.
And you were like, I love this.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can't wait for it to get colder.
Yes.
Did you guys feel the same way?
You're
Yeah.
so cute.
Couldn't
He's from New York,
wait.
Oh, okay.
so he's cute.
It was
Okay.
65
When he talks about weather.
degrees outside.
You see,
and
I got
was
my
like,
jacket
yeah.
on. I was like, it's a little chilly.
You're like, oh my goodness, where my Uggs? Where my Uggs? I need my bomber jacket.
So I had my little house shoes on that came out last year that all the little kids was wearing or whatever, and I was like, who is wearing these ugly ass shoes? I put some on my feet, and I was like, this is why they wearing these ugly. They are so warm and comfy and everything. I had them on this morning. I was like, oh, let me change my shoes before I walk out that. Because I be wondering why they had them, like the young kids, they wear them outdoors.
What
In
do
the
they
mall.
wear? What is it?
They're house slippers, but they look like
House
the little
slippers.
Uggs almost, but they're house slippers. Okay? But
Okay.
you have a thing on the bottom where you could walk outside. You could, but
Like footy pajamas?
but you probably
Like they got
shouldn't.
that little-
Right, because
okay.
you know if it's wet or whatever, they wet. They just wet. All over. So I was wondering, I was like, why these people letting these little kids walk around outside in these shoes?
I don't know.
Until I put them on my feet. It ain't. I feel as if it's not on purpose, but yet it's on because they're so
comfy.
comfortable. And you be like, I don't want to disappoint my toes by taking this off. So yeah, I'm already ready for winter. I'm down for it.
Okay.
I'm down.
I am down too.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting a little taste of it. Just a little kiss over the air right now. It is a beautiful 66 degrees outside right now. Today the high will be 83 though, but tonight it will drop again to around 67, which should be good.
Yes.
Tomorrow the high will be 87 degrees and the low is going to be 73. Still respectably cool in the evening time. But look out for showers and rain and stuff over the weekend.
So
Nonetheless,
on Friday, get to breathe quickly, so that way you
quickerly,
can be-
quickery.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know if that's a little racist, but that's all right. And as I said today, September 27th, we are celebrating just about half the things we were celebrating yesterday.
Good,
Can
because
I
we were
just say?
celebrating 82 things
Because
yesterday.
yes, we were celebrating too much. And then I got home and I'm told, hey, today is National This Day. I'm like, no, it ain't.
Right. It wasn't on our list.
It was not
You're
national.
not just finna
nothing.
add things
Don't
to the
start-
list.
Exactly. and it was no, but I read it on set. No, it is not.
Right.
Actually that. And then it made me feel some kind of way, so I looked it up.
Uh-huh.
They were wrong. It
They
was
were
some
wrong.
old social media thing that they were looking at. It was from January. Maybe that's why I got January on the mind.
That's probably why. Yeah.
Can't believe everything you see on social media, guys. You got to look up the officials.
Yes.
Right.
Or
yes.
depend on us to give you
Right.
the officials.
Or and sometimes you live in San Antonio and the whole city likes to change the official. That's a little different. So National Night Out officially
San
is
Antonio's officially.
San Antonio's officially is
Antonio.
October 2nd, but the official one
Oh.
was
Um,
3 months ago.
yeah, like last year.
Yeah.
Sometime.
So he was saying it, and I was like, "No, man, that's not National Night Out. It's in October." He was like, "No, it's right here." I said, "Wait till October, and you see all the National Nights Out in San Antonio." And yeah,
Right.
and then somebody was doing a report, and they were like, "Oh, they're having a National Night Out on the 3rd." Look, y'all, we done already picked a whole new month.
Okay.
You're not gonna pick several days out the month. It all happens on the 2nd. If
all
you're
happens
planning a
on the-
national night out, it needs to happen on the 2nd. That's the purpose.
Right.
Everybody's out in the city meeting each other. Don't do it on the 5th.
They also know, well, Leon Valley National Night Out is going to be
Don't do
June.
it. Don't do that.
I don't know. Something. We'll pick one for ourselves.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. So-
Celebrate or don't celebrate, guys.
Exactly.
It ain't like a birthday. Just
And you
know.
can go, again, it's your neighborhood. So the whole purpose
Right.
is, if you aren't aware, National Night Out was actually founded by the police, right? So the police could get to know the people in their area, and we can create relationships. So that's the reason for it. So at your National Night Out, your local police people who protect that area should be there. If they're not, we're missing the point.
Right.
You you have created a whole new holiday.
Right. National going outside.
Right, and that is
Or
not what
something.
that is. So
Right.
everybody in the neighborhood is supposed to come out. The police come out. The people who run. So like maybe your neighborhood association folks, and hopefully your dignitarians will stop by. That's in your area. Wave and shake hands and stuff. This is what this is for. So it's free. It should be free everywhere.
Should be free.
Should be.
If you getting charged to
Somebody
go
out there is
outside,
charging $15 for their neighborhood party. There should be water and snacks and things of that sort, a little bit of entertainment, but generally that's what National Night Out is. So,
Absolutely. So,
but it had nothing to do
but
with
that
today.
is next month.
Right, there's nothing to do with today. Sorry, all that knowledge had to come out and pour out on you.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Today, September 27th, we are celebrating National Scarf Day.
Oh,
There it is.
Can we talk about scarves for a second?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's for.
So, when I was young, it was like scarf. It seems so old lady-ish.
right.
My mom had scarves and she pinned them and stuff, and But when I got older, I was like, this scarf thing is where it's at. Warms my neck, my head, my ears, and it's an accessory. Who knew?
Your mom.
My mom. Exactly. A good scarf, man, is very versatile.
Yes, it is.
It'll mess around and be on my head too at night and wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's just, very versatile.
I rock a scarf.
I
Love it.
know. I mean,
Every time it's cold, I rock a scarf.
I know. Or like on Facebook, like some girls, they like a good scarf that's long enough, they'll make it into like shirts and
Yes.
shawls and stuff. And I'm like,
Belts.
belts and stuff. I'm like, sometimes you might not even need clothes. You just put the scarf on. I mean, I saw it. I saw it on Facebook. I
You've seen it happen. She was a little exposed in areas, but the main ones were covered, right?
Put on some clothes, people. Put on some
Underneath
I
your
agree.
scarf, please.
Right.
Please put on clothes, then your scarf, not
Right.
just your scarf.
Right.
No, that's awesome. Good
The
scarves
same.
are good.
Yeah, good scarves are great. So today is National Scarf Day. If you want to observe it, run outside right now with your scarf, because then you're going to have to take it off, because later it's going to be 83
Right.
degrees.
Men are very sexy in scarves.
Why,
I
thank you.
agree.
You know,
Agree.
when it's cold and they have their little jacket on and they scarf.
Yeah.
Very sexy. Yeah, go get you a scarf.
Absolutely. Get you
Not a
scarf.
colorful one like that lady had on, though.
Well, we don't need to get the frillies. Like,
Right. Keep it.
I mean, depending on what you
Them-
want to
yeah.
do with your life.
Right. And then depending on how you want to accessorize
Everybody
your outfit.
stop. If he comes in here with that scarf, I'm going to slap it upside his head.
You
You
can't
just
shame
get a
me.
solid color. Get a solid color
That's
and
what
put
it
the
is.
little frill. Yeah, that might work.
You cannot shame me for my life choices, Nika.
I'm not going to shame you. I said I was going to slap you.
Well-
They both start with S's.
I guess you're right. I guess you're
Yeah,
right.
I'm just going to slap you, boo. What the? With the scarf.
I don't know what- now we don't know what I'm gonna come in here looking like in the next while. All right, so today is also National Crush a Can Day. You want to crush a can?
I remember when collecting cans was the thing, man, and we would go and take them to the recycle thing, and you would have bags and bags and get $4.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Daddy, why we do all this?
because it's good for the environment, Nika.
Yeah, that's what he would say. And we got a little
And
bit of
my
money back.
$4.
Yeah, give my little change. But we
my
did. We
change,
took them and we
right.
had the separate trash can at the house and put all your little cans in here, and we would take them and get them squished and
Yep.
get our little change.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do they still
when I
do
was
that?
a kid, yeah, they still do that. When I was I used to be like when I was a kid, I did it all the time because I wanted
The
money,
extra
right?
money,
I wanted
right.
extra money. And so a friend of mine, my friend Malik and I used to go around the neighborhood collecting whatever we could in a big trash bag. Then we would go to the store, cash them all in, get like $5, $6 or whatever it might be.
Right.
We take all that money and we buy junk food.
Yeah.
Then we go home and play video games and
Right.
eat our junk food. And so the morning was the setup for the afternoon video game play,
I
basically,
tell
you
you.
know, as
Right.
kids,
And
right?
then they went and bought 6 more cans of soda and crushed those for the next weekend.
Boom. So we would buy
Yeah.
our sodas, and we would buy chips, and we would buy candy, and we would buy all kinds of stuff, and then go home and just play,
play video
play
games.
video games, play PlayStation until the his mom came home or my
Yeah,
mom
yeah,
came
yeah.
home. It was like,
Until somebody
okay,
said stop.
guys.
Yeah, until somebody
okay,
said
guys.
stop.
Dinner time. It's time to, it's time to eat dinner.
Crushing cans. That's a good thing for kids to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
because there's always cans on the street. You know, you can go and help clean up.
Do
And
you know what made me feel some kind of way every time I saw one of them cans? For some reason, some states gave more money than the state I was in. It would be like 5 cents, but there was always that one state that gave away 10 cents. And I was like, what the, why?
I
Doesn't
can have
everybody
double my money right
double
now.
money and I cannot have it because
Yes.
you are being greedy with half my money?
So I always thought it was funny because that's hilarious.
it was already my money, right?
right.
Like this
my
is,
money.
where
My
is
money.
where is my 10 cents, people?
Well, I always thought
Trying
it
to
was funny
negotiate.
because you have all these little kids picking up beer cans. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, the first thought would be like, put that can. Oh no, that's money. Put it up. Pick that one up too.
And hold on a second.
Right.
Take this with you.
Because there's always some little bit in there sometimes when
to
you're
be
picking
Oh,
up
yeah,
the
yeah,
cans
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. So now you ate smelling like Budweiser.
Right.
What's that about? So
You're
it's-
right. Kids don't care.
Yeah.
They're like,
I'm
whatever. I smell
getting
like,
this money.
I'll take this Budweiser smell in my $4.
Yeah.
Walk around.
Yeah, exactly.
It was amazing. So today is also National Chocolate Milk Day. So if you are not lactose intolerant and you enjoy a nice glass of perhaps chocolate milk or one of those little things that you get, remember these?
Oh, those the milk cartons?
Yes. Charades. I'll be
Nico
trying to
won
rock
for
my
500.
charades game. Nico is the points. Yay. Beep, 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 beep.
It's like milk.
That sounds like farting. Sorry.
You know I wanted to play charades. Now you come with all the charades.
We can still do it. We can still do it.
Okay.
So today is National Chocolate Milk Day. I know some people have issues with lactose, right? I think, I don't want to lie, but I think you can buy Lactaid chocolate or go get Lactaid milk, get some quick, either do this, the scoopy thing, or do the,
So what happens is when you
Mix it up.
already lactose
And
intolerant, when you already lactose intolerant, you don't have buffets of milk products.
right.
I'm lactose intolerant, but today I'm gonna have strawberry milk. No, we don't do that. We just
Well, I
say,
said Lactaid.
"Oh, I know."
Right?
Well, regardless, like
With
it's-
quick.
No. He's making it. He reminds me of my daddy. We're gonna mow the yard with hot dogs. Is that supposed to make it better? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna fart all day, but you're gonna have strawberry quick.
It has a bunny on the label.
Meanwhile, anybody who's lactose intolerant is like, "Oh my God, the pain!" Like
I know.
you can feel the pain even
Okay,
talking
no.
about
but
it.
even if it's, I mean, I know that you don't like
just
Lactaid because
depends.
you don't like the way it tastes.
Yeah, it
but
just
if you
depends.
mask the nasty with quick,
The quick. I'm gonna go with yes because you just make it seem so good. So I'm gonna go with yes. Let's do it.
all right.
Lactose intolerant
She
people,
done
get
done it.
out there, get some lactate
Lactose
and some quick.
intolerance,
Make sure you
rejoice.
do it like this.
Yeah, you gotta make it happen. Don't forget the bendy straw makes the whole thing. All right, so today is also National Corned Beef Hash Day.
I like corned beef. It's
Is it?
good. Yes.
I don't know that I've ever.
Look at me.
I
Reminds
don't
me
know.
of something on Harlem Nights.
Right, you
I
got
took
my
the
mouth,
last sip of the orange juice with some corned beef
you
ham.
got my mouth ready for some hash.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
ain't no
Ain't no
hash.
hash.
Oh.
And I'm like, what is hash?
I
What
don't
is
think
it?
I've ever eaten that.
I believe hash is just hash.
Well, I can tell you.
Like
I
a
can
hash
tell you.
brown?
Like that's what I thought hash brown was, but I think the hash sometimes some people talk about is like a meat substance or whatever. But
Okay, so it says here that making
Keyword
corned beef hash.
substance. That's why I don't like that mess.
It says making corned beef hash is a great way to use up leftovers. Corned beef hash became popular during and after World War II as rationing limited the availability of fresh meat, right? So Hornell apparently makes corned beef hash. They introduced corned beef hash and roast beef hash to the States as early as 1950. However, hash, quote unquote, of many forms has been part of the American diet since at least the 19th century and is attested by by the availability of numerous recipes and the existence of many hash houses named after the dish. Now,
you still
in my
haven't told
neighborhood, a
me-
hash house is a little different than corned beef, right?
Well, you still haven't
Anyway.
told me what it was.
Okay, so basically, it looks like a mixture.
It was a whole paragraph and
Right.
nothing, no description of what it is.
Okay, so it's a mixture of like meat and like potato, and so the hash. So corned beef hash would be corned beef and
potatoes.
potatoes and
Okay,
stuff like
okay,
that.
okay,
And then
okay.
roast
Look at
beef
me.
hash would be
Okay,
like roast
okay.
beef with potatoes.
Got you.
So if there's not a lot of meat, you just start adding potatoes and
Yes,
stuff and
and that's
vegetables.
and that's how the good potatoes probably came about with the peppers and the skillet potatoes.
Yeah. I love it.
They're so yummy.
Uh,
All right,
it's not
I
your
might
corned
not
beef
be.
hash, then we'll get you
I'm
some,
actually think I probably might enjoy some
But what
hash.
is corned beef?
Corned beef.
corned beef, just
No,
Like
I know. I've
roast
never
beef?
eaten it, but
It's like roast beef, right?
yeah, something like that. I just had it on Jason Deli. I eat.
Look,
You know, just
you know
you
what?
have it. You
Look at me.
I just eat
enjoy
it.
it.
I think
Yeah.
you're right. I don't know what corned beef is either.
I just
Is
know
it
it's
is it cow that only ate corn?
No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir. Now you're just making up stuff. You just making up things.
Could it be a cow born on a corn ranch?
No.
no.
But a corn ranch wouldn't exist. It would be a corn farm, right? I'm in Texas now. I know stuff.
He lost me.
So I was thinking,
We just gonna play patty cake while you
while
figure
I
that stuff
ponder,
out. Yeah.
you're not gonna teach me nothing, huh? Okay, that's fine. I was just staying here, sadder and
And
ignorant.
she's so sweet. She just going, sure.
I mean, it's his imagination. If that's what he wants,
Absolutely.
that's what corned beef is. to
Yeah,
him.
absolutely. We
So
don't want to.
if there is corn in the vicinity of a cow's
Look at
birth
me.
or a cow's demise, then perhaps that is corned beef. Can you get a burger? Corn burgers. If I were to shut up now and just Google it, then maybe I would really know what it was.
Shanita says, I know like hash. She says, I know like hash. Hey, look, while he's Googling corned beef hash, because she really is, because he's going to figure out what this is, I want y'all to be at Tank's tonight.
Ooh.
Okay?
So it's not corned beef, it's corned beef, which, if you add the ED and separate the words, that's a completely different paradigm.
Yes.
So here's what happens. It's beef brisket cured in brine and boiled, served hot typically with cabbage or cold, sliced for sandwiches. So
Look at-
basically, beef brisket cured in brine and boiled. Where's the
So
corn?
the boiled comes in, that's the half. That's corn. Right? So instead of saying corn, they just say corned beef. But look,
But there's no
here's
corn
the problem.
involved?
What
I don't think so.
what
I like
area
corn.
I did too.
what area of the world
Yes.
who cooked this stuff? Was this white folks? Okay. I was gonna be all politically correct, but I'm like, nah, man. Who ate corned beef? Did white folks do this? Because this is not something that I'm used to growing up, so I
No.
don't know. I don't feel.
corned
We
beef
don't.
is
We don't generally boil
brisket.
anything but
Right.
water.
Right.
Water and eggs, right? So
right.
if you say it's boiled, I feel like this did not come from our culture,
Agreed.
right?
Agreed. Yes.
Corned beef is a salt-cured beef product. The term comes from the treatment of the meat with large-grained rock salt, also called corns of salt.
Ah, that's where we got it from. Okay,
Thank
so that's
you,
where corned beef
Wikipedia.
comes from, but the boil.
Yes. But then they boil it in a brine, and that's how they cure it.
Okay, that's
and
how it's cured.
then,
Okay,
boom.
I know about meat and steaks and curing and marbling and stuff, so I got you. I still think some white people made that other dish up though. 'Cause, we boil nothing. That's not something we do. Fry in butter.
It
Let
says
it
the
marinate
exact
in-
beginnings of corned beef are unknown, which means it could have been Jeb and them, or it could have been Malcolm and them. We don't know. It says that it's unknown.
Yeah. Anything that comes in a can like that is scary to me.
Canned meat. Okay, who's a fan
Period. No.
No.
of meat in a can?
No.
Have you ever been down the dry aisle and seen a frozen dinner with meat in it? But it's not a frozen dinner, it's a shelf dinner, and it tells you just to heat it up? No.
No. No.
I'm not doing that.
No, ma'am. I shall not put that in my face.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the only canned meat that I will even,
Sardine?
yeah, no. Oh, no. I do Spam. And I might do, what's that? For salmon croquettes, what's the macarons? Sometimes I'll do that, but other than that, I don't do nothing else.
I am a fan. The only canned meat I think I'm a fan of, well, two. I like tuna fish. You know,
Tuna
Yeah,
fish.
I'll eat
Okay,
tuna
well,
fish.
tuna
I
fish.
forgot about that.
I forgot
brother.
about the meat.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Is that
you
a
know,
meat? Exactly.
Ask a fish if it's meat.
To me,
then,
look,
the
the
fish
way
would
I
be
grew,
like,
the way I
yeah,
grew up
that's
to
my
me
meat.
is just a cracker topping.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
The way I grew up.
I enjoy,
But just on a
which I know
cracker.
you don't
Right.
like, but I like Vienna sausages. I don't know why.
Oh,
I just
you
really
know
like
what?
Vienna
Yeah, I
sausages.
totally
Oh, you
forgot
like
about
Vienna
that.
sausages?
The
Yeah,
little
I thought
big
you didn't
ones?
like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you didn't like Vienna sausages. Okay.
Oh wait, no. Them ones that be in the can with the little juice and then you pick them up like, nah, I don't like them.
Well, you got to drain the juice, and then you
Yeah, I
can heat
don't
them
like
up,
them.
or you could do whatever
I don't
you
like
want.
them.
You
I was
slice
lying.
them.
I lied. You right.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. She's not a fan. Not a fan.
I was like,
And I think that's like I'm not a spam.
is there any other canned
It
meat?
doesn't. Well, they can all kinds of stuff now. So you can get like the way you can get tuna, you can get canned chicken,
Yeah.
you can get
that's-
canned turkey.
Yeah, that's what. No, I don't
You know?
need that. I don't need the canned turkey.
Or
When it
the
gets to the
chicken.
big meat or the chicken,
Yeah.
no. Like little Vienna and tuna, yeah. But when it gets to
Could
that,
you imagine on Thanksgiving and they say, is the turkey ready? Hold up.
Hold on.
put it in the microwave.
See, you being good. I was thinking of a big ass can with a turkey in it. I don't know. Shoot. You know how people do.
Bones.
You
You're thinking like the hams, like when the hams come real big.
Yeah,
Right.
just,
Yeah, no.
just the turkey. No,
It's just
not so much.
pieces in the thing.
All right, look,
Wow.
we singing
That's
this
okay.
weekend, aren't we?
She is from.
Well, I'm
Garden
not
Ridge.
singing this weekend, but other people at my event will be singing. Our event is Renewal Amplified. It's going to be at September 29th at 3:30 p.m. at the historic St. James AME Church. We're going to have a lot of good guests coming through. We got Josh Hurt coming. Shout out to you, Josh Hurt.
Josh.
I just went to worship gathering last weekend, and it was so good. I'm still full, and he just great team. He's a great person. We got Michael Dixon coming through from Houston, Texas. He's got a single out, Walk on Water. He's great, awesome dude. We got John Payne. We came here. We was here. We was
Yes.
here at the One Radio last night,
And he is such a great lyricist.
Yes,
He really is.
It really is, and he's a sweet person. You know, he was gonna be ready to like hold down the fort because we came a little late, y'all. Yes, last night, but he was gonna do the whole show, and it was just perfect. He's a good person. We got this girl D Bearfield. She dances, and when I tell you, when she ministers, she lets the Holy Spirit
Just go right on
just
through
go
her.
right through her, and like she takes her time, and so you may not catch it the first half, but toward the end, you'll feel the Spirit just fall
Just,
upon you.
yeah.
And then we have I think I said that's it.
Not just that's it, but that is the lineup.
Yeah, that's the lineup. But I do want to say that we had two people on our flyer that won't be in attendance, Harvey Lincoln Jr. and David Delaware. And I have to say this because Harvey told me that a whole lot of people was coming up to him saying, oh, we can't wait to see you or whatever. I was like, oh, no. So I just want to let them know that they can't make it, but we continue blessings and lovings to them.
Absolutely.
And you will see them again at one of our other events, just not this year, but they've been great too. I love David. I love Dave Delaware. His spirit just shines through. He just recently got out the hospital, and I'm glad that he's doing better. So shout out to you, David. And Harvey, he's just he's great. So
He's a good guy.
good
Yeah.
guy. So
Well, you know, it's always good stuff. And what was the gentleman that came yesterday?
John Payne.
Yeah, so he was flowing, and you know he has just a very good voice, and the way he puts his words together and everything, just really good. So yesterday I was like, all right, you know me, I want everybody to sing. Everybody got to sing. First of all, I said, y'all sing some songs. Well, their school, what's the name of your church?
Historic St. James AME Church.
So she says, now remember, all the songs they picked were old school hymns. She says, we go to the historic church.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, you can't go to a historic church and not know a hymn.
and not know the old school, songs that used to really, really get everybody moving. So it was funny. So then I said, okay. And the guy that is a lyricist, he said, man, the only song I could think of is Amazing Grace. And I said, well, we gonna sing it then. I wanted everybody to sing together.
Right.
So he did a little flow, and then we went into Amazing Grace. It was really good though.
Right. It was.
You
It was
said
great.
old school. You said
It
old
was great.
school. I thought it
And
was
then
gonna
he even
be-
started it off when he had a little tune. I said, oh, okay. You better go sing.
a little tune to him. I said, aw.
You said old school. I thought it was gonna be on some old.
No.
Look,
I know.
Oh.
I know. I didn't want to say it. But
There you go. You really have to. There's a real difference. So the first time when I was growing up, and we went to a church. We went to a black church. It was a conservative black church, though. So they got it in, but they, y'all know how y'all conservative black folks be. And I don't mean to say like conservatives as far as y'all bougie black folks be. I don't mean conservative like in your party, your Democrat Republican party. I mean use bougie and y'all stuff don't stink. You know which ones I'm talking about.
Right.
So and we went to that church growing up. So everybody was very like in their place, but they got a little bit
Yeah, it's still a black church.
When they sang Amazing Grace, I was like, yes. So then we went to, one day I remember we went to the neighborhood church, and it was the white folks' church. And I was like, out in an hour, and the songs were only 2 minutes? What is going on around?
I know. Oh, my God.
I have never seen such.
I know.
Like, literally, the two things crazy. Like, everything happened in an hour. Announcements, offering, message, everything.
Yes.
Like, in an
hour.
That is amazing, white people. Second thing.
Not just white people.
Oh, other people do it too? I don't know. 'Cause I felt like
the first time I went to
I felt like
service,
y'all got a little
the first time I went to a service that was longer than an hour, I was like, oh my god! Like,
don't ever go to a black church on the first Sunday.
I was
You
like,
will
why are we?
Explode.
Oh my
It's
God.
almost dinner time. How are we
Man.
still?
I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah.
this is a shout out and a warning.
Yes.
I visited Tremont on a first Sunday with Pastor Cobbs one time. I promise I almost clocked in. I almost stood up and said, look, if y'all don't start this service, I'm gonna go crazy, dude. We done watched a play, a movie, we done baptized a baby, a family. I think we had a short funeral.
Right. Right.
I was like, did we just have a funeral? Did they just put the casket by to it? Is that what happened? An offering? It was so much. We were there for 2.5 hours before the pastor even came.
Right. Before he rose up out of the stage with the smoke.
I was like,
And the lights.
when does the
And the
pastor
glory
come?
of the Lord from the window shining upon him.
Right.
So then when he got there, I promise we got there at 10
Glitter
something.
suits.
When
Sorry.
We got there at 10 something. I made the mistake of trying to be impressive to my pastor, and I got there early. Won't do that again. Won't do that again. He know me. He know my heart. I'm not going to try to impress you. I got there at 9:30.
Pastor won't be there for another 3 hours.
I got there at 9:30.
He ain't going early. He's like, man, I go on at.
That's why I said it was 2.5 hours. The pastor had not even arrived.
Pastor was like, man, I go on at 3:30. I'll be there at 3:25.
And again, I was there on first Sunday, right? So then the pastor finally got there. You already know you got 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
When the pastor starts.
Right.
Now you know when he's about to come on because he's going to say one last thing and then I'm done. That's your 20-minute call.
Okay.
One last thing is 20 more minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Need you to know that. Because you're going to go one day, you're going to be like, ooh, he said one more thing, and you're going to start packing your stuff up.
Yeah.
And you're going to be sitting there for 14, 15 more minutes.
Right. One more thing.
Then, after the sermon was over, they were like, if you're new, come over here in this little room. I said, look, man. I have been here for 3.5 hours already.
Right.
This is the longest. My pastor called me and he told me he was proud of me. He said, "You did it.
Your endurance.
You made it the whole straight through."
And got here early.
Okay.
Man,
That's why you gotta bring snacks. You know,
Man.
put the snacks in your purse and then
Man.
just chew it. So
It ain't a lie.
They should hit you with a lunch break.
Okay.
There should be something, right?
Yeah.
It's a warning and a shout out because there's some fabulous people over there at Tremont, honey. But I'm just saying, 4 hours.
So you go to Catholic church, you go to some Christian churches as well. You going in for the service, like you open up. They might open up with, okay, here's a couple of announcements.
Right.
We're gonna get into.
The
We're gonna
announcements
get
are
into
short.
it. We're gonna get into it. Get into it. Maybe there'll be a baptism at the end, right, when it's all said and done. But if there's anything special like that, then you're gonna be there hour 10.
10 minutes.
You might be an hour and 10. Right.
Goodness
If there's no
gracious.
baptisms, or anything like that,
And here's the other
the
thing
service is an hour.
and I'm gonna say white folks because that's what I've seen.
And they'll do.
This
I'm
is-
sorry. And they'll do 7 a.m., 8 a.m.
Yeah, they do
9
that. 4
a.m.,
of them. Yeah,
10 a.m.,
yeah, yeah.
11, noon.
You know, black
and
churches
then
can't do that.
Noon is
I
the
know.
last one,
I
and
know.
then you out.
Nah,
Like they
nah.
just want to have as many services
as
throughout the
possible
morning.
for the word. So this is the other thing that I noticed. When white folks do songs, they only sing the verse once.
Wow.
Right?
Right.
Have you
What do
ever
you
seen
mean?
that in a black church?
No.
Only
Oh,
severely-
wait. No, black churches, we'll sing the first verse, but we'll do it over and over and over again because a whole lot of people don't know the other words.
Oh,
the
So,
other
so,
lyrics.
so let's just say the word. The thing is, what were we singing? Bless the Lord. What is it? Bless the Lord is. something.
Bless the Lord with me.
Yeah. Bless the Lord with me. Right? Say you only supposed to say it like once or twice. Man, the black churches, we in that for like 10 minutes.
Remix.
I mean, bless the Lord is me. Come on now, bless the Lord with me. About 7 minutes. If you ain't figured it out yet and caught on and started singing, you better, because we going 4 more minutes.
Okay, and you got the
Like
lead.
I
Hallelujah.
feel like the goal is to get everybody singing, and the choir won't stop unless everybody's singing. If that takes 12 minutes,
Yep.
it's going to take 12
be it.
minutes.
Well, hold on a second.
We
Then
will bless the
then
Lord is
question
thee for
is-
12.
Well,
minutes.
they say
But
that
the
it.
que- I'm sorry, no, okay.
But they say that it takes a minute for the music to catch on because sometimes you may not feel it that first time.
And she's very right.
And then, but if you just keep on going, the spirit will feel you, and you be like, next thing you know, you be like, hallelujah.
Yes. So this is what happens.
hallelujah.
This is exactly what happens. I'm telling you now. I know it ain't just my church. So what happens is the first 5 minutes, you got everybody, and then somebody just in the choir will be like, it'll just come to them, and so they'll go deeper with it, right? Or higher or deeper or something. So they'll be like, oh, come on and bless. And then you feel it. You'll be like, what? The Lord is before. Come on and bless. Come on, girl. And it just, it's like, and then when one person comes up, and then the next person comes up, and then 4 more people will stand up. And then when you get them at least 3/4 of the church, then it's like a whole nother spirit that comes in.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, and then they go from, I got to get up. They go from yes to,
Okay. All right. What? Oh.
She just dropped it low, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the hand comes up,
Yeah. And the
some
butt goes
tears might
down.
come out. There might be a little dancing in the thingy.
The aisles.
That's 8 minutes in.
Okay. Okay.
It's a warning and a shout out.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I guess like she said, the spirit take time to travel around the room.
Yeah.
It's on the 2nd row right now. It'll be there in the 5th minute. He's coming. Anyway, I was tired.
You ought to be. You just dropped it.
The Lord is good. Okay, so that doesn't happen at your church?
No.
What church do you go to?
So I've been church hopping
Okay.
since I've been here because I recently moved.
Okay.
And so I've been to 2 so far. No, I think 3 so far. I went to one of the missions as well. I went to Saint Anthony, and that's down. I don't know if that's not downtown. We're downtown. Somewhere by
Saint
410, Alamo Heights.
Yes.
And then there's another one that I went to called St. John Newman. I went there, and that was dope too. I mean, good people. Everybody seemed cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Churches were nice. Everybody was very cordial and loving. And
That's what I love
Yeah,
about
cool
church.
people.
Yeah.
You go
It's
in
cool
there and you
people.
just get those beautiful grandmas that give you a
Yeah.
hug
I
and
know.
feel so good. And,
Yes.
you know, a
Where you
smile
from,
from
baby?
somewhere.
Like,
Yeah, like that's
you
that's
not from around here,
that's
are
the
you?
fun part.
Oh man,
That's yeah.
but I'm here
But that's
now.
the fun part of
You know?
church. And so if you let yourself get involved in it, then you'll feel those hug spirits and those things even more.
Right.
And then you like want to go to church to just get energy, to get an uplift, and to get like I need my 10 hugs.
Right.
So I can go through my week. It's
Right.
not just
Right.
about hearing the word.
Right.
It's about seeing your friends and your
Right.
folks that
Community.
uplift your spirit. And sometimes too, like if you can't so I'm assuming people don't cry when they go to altar at your churches. Everybody contained.
Well, I mean, it's certainly a private thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
they
what I would
keep it
think.
more. You know, they keep it more
Yeah,
to
ours
themselves.
isn't
But there's
private.
emotion and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. You know, the one thing that always
Look, I'm
kind
like
of
ours isn't private.
it's not private. Yeah, everybody know.
It's very it's
Jenny's
very
crying.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
everybody know.
And I don't know, like, I've never had, I felt an outcry. Like, I felt times where I could just scream,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And just be like, ah, you know, whatever it is. But, like, that's definitely in the black churches, right? People are screaming. Somebody's going to fall to their knees. You know, somebody's going to do that. And especially if it's an emotional Sunday. You know them emotional Sundays
Oh,
when
yeah.
everybody at the altar?
Yes.
And the pastor just be like, the whole church come to the altar. We
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
forget
Oh,
the
yeah.
sermon today.
Yeah.
We're praying for the next 3 hours.
Right. Right.
And they just
I did
pray.
not prepare.
Yeah.
I lost my sermon,
But
and
sometimes,
I did not prepare this
but
week.
it's-
So everybody come to the
but
altar.
it's not. But
That's
I'm
how I
gonna
feel
tell you.
sometimes
right,
when we rocking
right.
out,
The funny thing is that I don't ever think it's that. I always think they probably have the best sermon prepared, but you can see in your room that the people don't need a sermon right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their sermon that they need is crying.
Yes.
And please and whatever, please and thank you
Yes.
and all of those things. And
Yes.
so it literally that turns into the sermon, and the whole hour and a half or 2 hours that you there is just prayer
Praise.
and
Oh.
people crying.
Oh, I
and
love-
people
I
at
love
the
those
altar.
services.
No, I love those.
I love those.
I
Oh
feel
my God.
so like everything just like like weight lifted off of me
Yes.
when on those Sundays.
Yes.
And you literally and you know it, and it's like and if you got friends that hang out in the church, like literally that's when everybody take turn falling out. You know, they'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, okay, oh, here, Candace needs something. Okay, we right there. We hugging on Candace. Next thing you know, Tanya, oh no, Tanya's crying. We going over there. Tanya, she's okay. Woo, woo, woo. Oh Lord, so and so, and then you run over there. And then by the time, if you ever that person, by the time you done did that with everybody, you sit down and you start crying. Now it's my turn. I'm feeling emotional right now. The love is everywhere.
And then all the people you didn't help serve, they all come
They all come and cover you. Then it's so great.
I
But
know.
if you can't feel comfortable to do that,
That-
because some people don't. They're
Right.
like, I'm not gonna cry in front of folks.
Right.
And I'm not gonna do all of that.
Right.
I could imagine the loudest crier, singer, and praiser in a black church going to a white church, and the people be like, is she okay?
Okay.
Somebody call the police. Or the doctor.
Right.
Or
Right.
Oprah. Call somebody. They'd be so scared,
Ooh,
but
that was
yeah.
racist. Woo, some racism in that one.
But I'm just saying, you gotta feel comfortable to be able to cry, praise,
Be
all
vulnerable.
of those things,
Yeah.
and be vulnerable.
And you know what? I think it's the reason that it feels so good to so many people is that it's what you wish you got in society.
Yeah.
Right? It's a
Yeah.
microcosm of the way. It's a microcosm of what you wish would actually happen outside of the church walls. You know,
Right.
you wish that when somebody in your community was down,
Right.
somebody was having a hard time, that everybody would come. Oh, it's Tanya's, Tanya's turn.
Right.
Oh, Nika's crying. Oh,
Right.
let's help. Or, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
you only get that in church.
Right.
So while you in there, everybody enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
This is
I mean,
great.
I
Yeah, this
know.
is great. See what it feels like when we support each other? We can have this every day.
Right, and I
If we
told.
wanted to.
I'm so
You're
glad you
right
said
about
that because, like, for me, I'm a loving person. Like, I really love people. When I tell people I love them, I do. And, like, it comes from a real place. And when I say I love everybody, I literally love everybody. And it's so hard sometimes to be in the world because you give off that love, but then people look at you crazy, like, what's going on? I don't trust it. But I'm like, no, that's just me. I'm just natural like that. And so it's nice to be in in church and get that same love back and have that community where you can give love and they receive love, and it just be pure love, nothing tangible, nothing that you have to do for anybody. You just feel love, and it's nice when you can have that in
Yeah,
church.
I totally agree. I'm like that too, though. I've always said I love everybody. That's even before I went to church. In my head, I was like, we're all connected by God. So that's like my brothers and my sisters and my family. You got to love them. That's your cousin.
Right.
Okay, that's blood. That's family. So you automatically got to love these folks.
Right.
So in my mind, spiritually, I'm like, well, we're all family. So I love everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if I like you, that's something good. Because I ain't got to like everybody, right?
Right.
You ain't got to
Right.
like your
Every-
family. You ain't
no.
got to like this. But with love, to me, there's respect.
Yes.
So if I love everybody, I will show everybody respect.
Right.
If I'm picking and choosing who I'm loving and who I'm respecting or whatever, to me, that's not godly.
Right. I
So
agree.
I'm going to love everybody and I'm going to respect everybody for who they are. They got a heart. They've got all this, you know what I'm saying, a beaten, living thing. But I ain't got to like you.
Right.
So if I like you, then that's where a friendship develops
Right.
and all of that, and that's my choice
Right.
to do that.
Right.
To love, to me, is not my choice.
Right.
I need to be loving. If I'm love God, if I believe in Him, then I need to be a loving person,
Right.
whether I want to or not.
Right. And then for me, what I think of it, how I live my life is, if I love you right off the back, whether I know you're not, and for me, I love and like you no matter I know you're not. It's if you do something that takes it away, do something that hurts my feelings or whatever, that's when it changes. But you kind of like, you start off with an A, and then you go down to a 5. So everybody has a chance to be my friend and love and like.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, pretty much. You start off with an A.
But
You
it's hard though, because most people don't do that. Most
Right.
people like, you have to earn my respect, you have
Right.
to earn my love, you got to earn my stuff. So it's
Right.
not automatic.
Right.
Agape love is that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's automatic love.
Right.
I love you and what you're made of and what you are about.
Prove me wrong.
And
Right.
Yeah. But then that's different from again, liking or approving of your actions and
Right.
of who you are, what you're doing,
Right.
or how you're moving, right?
Right.
So someone can love you but not love but not like what you're doing.
Right.
Right.
And they-
Exactly.
Perfect
You know?
example of that is, and it's rough to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example of that is
Cosby. No, I'm just kidding.
wow. I was going to say, perfect example of that is our parents, right? You
Absolutely.
love your kids.
Absolutely.
I've heard people say, I love my kids, but I don't like them.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, you can love your children, you can love your parents, you can love your family. Like you said, you can love, oh, that's your cousin, you got it. Okay, I love them, but I don't know if I like
I
them.
don't pretty much
Right.
like
I
that
don't know, I
person,
don't know if
though.
I'm going to hang out with them or
Right.
call them or
Right.
keep in touch or I don't know if I like these people, but you can certainly love them and
Yeah.
Right.
it's my family.
Right.
It's about
Got to.
perpetuation
Look, got
of
to.
the species.
Got no choice.
I got to protect your tired butt.
Oh man.
Any
They
hoot.
said our audio was a little low.
I have adjusted accordingly.
It's accordingly. Okay.
Yes. Let us know if it's still too low or if you good
Hello,
to go.
hello.
You're right.
I've adjusted on the feed.
He didn't synced it already.
I synced
I
it.
just looked at it.
I see.
Okay, I love it. I'm tired.
Don't be tired.
Church.
Don't be
I'm
tired.
gonna add that to my comedy routine. It's all right.
I see you guys got a little video here on the
Yeah, that's our promo.
Damn,
That's our promo
I want to
video.
watch the promo. Let's watch the promo.
Yeah, it's not long. I actually did it. And then, the track is John Payne. He put the track. He created the track.
He created the track. Boom, September 29th at 3:30 p.m. Renewal Amplified. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And there's the cool thing about this, absolutely free, all the way free.
All the way free. And not that we don't even have an offering. It's not even about bringing in money. We just want to praise. We just want you all to come. You know, and
so Dee was interviewing him yesterday, right? And that's the other thing with the church. You know, you'd be like, oh, well, just give them a donation, right? Because it's so hard to do things in the name of the Lord, right?
Yes.
Because you want to go and speak somewhere, do something, and you don't want to charge because you're doing it for God and the people and for growth. But then at the same time, God says, we're not supposed to just be doing everything with our time for free.
Right.
There's gas, there's bills that have to be paid. So it's a very touchy thing, when it comes to the church and stuff. And so people will be like, oh, well, just give me a donation.
Right.
Or if it's the church doing it and there's no thing, it'll be like, we'll have a tithe, tithing call or whatever. She's like, we ain't even doing no donations, nothing. Dee was like, what?
I know, and it's weird. And I just want to touch on this subject. I'm so glad we got into the subject. Just want to touch on this subject. I feel like, and this is no dismissal of anybody who does this, I'm just speaking about it. I think in this day and age, we're getting too focused on money oriented programs or money oriented things, like you can't go nowhere unless they give you something or whatever. And I think we need to have more programs, more something where it's just, we're not asking you for anything.
You just giving back into the community.
You just giving back to the community, and you just come and love and serve and just get your praise, get what you need. And then then in the spirit, if you feel so led to give, then you just give. But I don't want you. I don't
feel like you have to.
I don't want you to expect to do it. I just want you to get fed, get love, and go on about your way.
So my pastor, Pastor Z over at Greater Joy, he's much like that. Like, he absolutely hates asking for money, right? There will be no building fund in this church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, there is one. We have, and because he's a business person too, it's almost like we have a business plan and different accounts set up to meet different goals.
Right.
So we're going to put this percentage of the tithing or add a couple extra dollars when you tithe, so that can go to this goal.
Right.
Not the building fund, but this goal. Because people hear the building fund that's been going on for 42 years and we still in the same building.
Right.
How's this fund going?
Right.
How much money have we raised, Pastor? We should have $1.5 million in this fund by now. So, you don't want to get caught up in that same type of scenario. So he's very, very strategic when it comes to that. And he always says, I'm never going to ask for money. I'm never going to ask for that. One thing he says is tithe. If you do it for 6 months faithfully, the way it's supposed to be done, and it doesn't help you, I'll give you all your money back.
Yeah.
I will write you a check for every last penny that you tithe. If you can come back to me and say, that was worthless. That didn't help me at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the people who truly believe in God and know his power when you're involved in him, which means you're having a relationship, and when you tithe, you're doing it on purpose, and there's a goal for what you're doing and everything. Things happen.
Yeah.
Right? So he has I'm cool with it. I'll put that challenge out there. Tithe for 6 months and then come and tell me that it did nothing for you and I'll write you a check for it. But he never talks about it. He wants it to be led by the Spirit.
Agreed. And and if it's better when it's led by the Spirit, because you're more willing to do it.
Absolutely.
And you're happy about doing it.
Yes.
But if you're not led, then you're like, I'm giving. And God doesn't like an uncheerful giver.
Yeah.
And I love that you said that tithing works. It does. It's not just in tithing, but just giving in general.
Right.
Giving makes you feel better.
Yes.
And if that's all you get, that's enough. Because we can't store all this. We can't have this when we die. All the money we have. When you give it, you feel good. It makes you feel like I'm doing something in the world. I'm
important. I'm an important part of society. You know what I'm saying? My presence means something too. I can help make things move. It's a huge thing. And you're right. It's about the giving. It's about being consistent in something. I always laugh about about face stuff. So like facial
Ticks?
ticks.
Expressions?
Facial ticks. I was
Yeah.
thinking about the ticks
Oh,
and
nice.
not the ticks. I was like, who got facial ticks? Ew.
Ew, indeed.
Like facial washes and stuff.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll
I
be
was
like,
not going there.
right,
Okay,
right. We was all off.
I was not in the
So, but they
vicinity.
always say like, you know, use this face wash every day to clear up your skin or whatever the case may be. Well, the fact of the matter is, what you're really doing is just being consistent with washing your face.
Right. Pretty much. Yeah.
That's it, right?
it.
So most people might not wash because, oh, I'm in the shower and I just, you know, put some water on it or whatever and I just keep it going. Oh, I threw some soap. But you're consistently washing it with the same product and the same stuff and you're going to get a result.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care what the freak it is that
Yeah.
you do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Anything that you do every day consistently, you're going to get a result from
Right.
it.
Right.
So it's just training yourself to do things like that.
Yeah.
So it's just, I mean, if you, and being able to go to church, which I love, if you can go to a church where you hear that word,
Yeah.
that's a blueprint to just life, right? And be able to literally say, aha, this is how I can use it today.
Right.
You know, this is how I can fix my tomorrow.
Right.
This is how I can go and look at my family and analyze and say, let me boom, 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 boom. And if you say like, I don't get what Pastor said, you might want to switch churches. Right. I mean, because why are you going there for
Right,
either
exactly.
60 minutes exactly or 4.5 hours if you're
Exactly.
not getting
Not getting
what
it.
your
you-
pastor's saying?
Right.
Right.
That might not just be the person who's supposed to lead you.
Right.
You know, you ain't got to go to the pastor and tell him to change his sermon.
Right.
You change the church.
Right. And I think not enough people know that. You don't have to stay in a church that is not feeding you. It's not giving
Yeah.
you what you need. You know, you can make your own way of worship. You don't have to do it like everybody else. You don't have to be stagnant in how you worship. You know, it's your personal relationship with God first, right? And then however God leads you to go, that's where you go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how you worship. That's how you choose your church. Everything is led by the Spirit. And I
Right.
don't think enough people are being led by the Spirit to
They're being
act-
led by other people.
of other people or
Yes.
what they think it should be. No,
That's
everything
right.
you do should be led by the Spirit. And if you have a personal relationship with Him, God will actually speak to you and tell you where you need to go.
Absolutely.
He can tell you which church to be under. He can tell you to leave that church.
Yep.
He can tell you, oh, this
To start
per-
your own church.
To
He
start
can
your
tell
own
you
church.
all kinds of
He can
things.
tell you all kinds of things, but I don't think people really work in the Spirit,
Yeah.
in discernment.
And the biggest thing that goes hand in hand to that is that you not know His voice. The only way you can know His voice is if you know Him. The only
Yeah.
way to know Him is to spend time with Him, right? Like true real time. So I'm with you all the way. Like everything should be pure and within you. So if you're going somewhere, like Pastor Cobbs told me one time, he was like, I want you to go to this church because this would work for you and whatever. And I did that because at the time I was learning obedience. Right? So I needed to learn how to be obedient regardless of what I thought I'm going to be obedient. But the only reason why it was cool and it worked for me to be obedient under Pastor Cobbs is because he cared about me.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he knew what was good for me.
Exactly.
It wasn't just, go here.
Yeah.
No, I know how Nika is. I know how she moves. I know how she worships. This would be a great fit for you to grow
Exactly.
in what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know? Don't have to stay there forever, but this is your next step.
Right.
Right? And again, it's I agree with all of those things. And a lot of times I think that people do listen to other people more than they listen to this heart right here.
I agree.
But if you ain't talking to them, then I'm just saying. Have a relationship for him before you decide you go. And that's cool too. Could I just put that out there?
Yeah.
If you ain't a Christian, if you don't believe, then it's okay too, right? Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you gonna go to this, or you gonna go do this, or this is what's gonna happen to you. Hey, babe. That's their stuff, their belief. That's what they believe. That's their walk. Christians, stop telling non-Christians to do something because that's what you believe. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
If they don't believe that, then they have their own walk in which to take.
Yeah.
Right?
We all have our own journey.
That's it. And you need to stop. That's my biggest thing. Christians be all mad at non-Christians. Well, I can't believe they did. But they don't believe that way.
And
that's
we
why
all-
they're not doing it.
And we all have free will to do what we
Yes,
please.
absolutely.
And you know, that's just people's walk. You know, it bothers me when we have those arguments against each other.
And you wonder why people run from the church.
Yeah. and then just speaking as a Christian, all we need to be as Christians is just show love. show love. You know what I'm saying?
Could you tell people what makes you a Christian? Not all, just literally what makes you a Christian.
You believe that God, Christ, Jesus Christ, saved your soul and washed away your sins. That's it. That's what it means to be a Christian. That's it. It's just what.
That's it.
That's it. But you have to to grow as a Christian. You have to read His Word, to do His steps, and to
and that's to grow as anything. To grow as a teacher. To grow as a police officer. To grow as a radio personality. You have to study your trade. You have to. You go to seminars and you learn more about it. That's the same thing. But literally, you become a Christian when you profess in front of people out loud that you believe that Jesus Christ is your Savior and died for your sins. Boom. It ain't because you done went to church 82 times.
No.
It ain't because you went to Bible study. It ain't because you wear a dress and some heels. It ain't because of your job you have. It ain't because of how much you tithe. It ain't because you done been there for 14 times. It ain't because you served on a ministry. None of that makes you a Christian. Literally, the only thing is because you believe that Christ died for your sins. And He is God, the human form of God.
Yep.
I just had to say that because I think that people think there's more to it.
Yeah, I know. And I made a post about this a while back. People make being a Christian, they make it harder than what it is.
Yeah. It doesn't make you perfect.
No, it doesn't make you perfect at all.
Racial sin.
No, it doesn't. But all it is just a relationship with God. Like just what you said. It's like relationships, right? When you get into a marriage, right? And that's a representation of what God, how we supposed to have a relationship with God. If you love God, I'm gonna just put a husband. If you love your husband, you're gonna try to do as much as you can to make that relationship work. Mm-hmm. You wanna do things that help each other.
That's right.
And that's all God is doing. He's just loving us. It's just I love you so much. I want to do this for you. And in return, if you love Him, you want to do
something back for Him.
Do something back for Him.
And my pastor always compares God to our parents, right? God is our parent. He's our father, just like you're a father to your child. Mm-hmm. And think of all the ways you discipline your child, and all the ways you done told him, if you don't sit your ass down, I'm gonna whoop it till nobody feels it no more. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people will get mad at church and the Bible and all this. Oh, well, he's trying to tell me to live a certain way or trying to tell me to be a certain thing. But didn't your parents do the same thing?
Thank you.
Didn't your parents set you up for a certain way?
Right.
Didn't your parents tell you that they really want you to go to school or they really want you to be educated or they do the same thing?
Right.
You don't hate your parents. Some people do. People do. But you understand, you respect your parents for knowing that they love you and they want the best for you. And God is the same way.
And then if the thing is, those things that He's telling you to do, He's not telling you to do it. He's saying if you do it, you'll feel better. Yeah. You'll live better. Mm-hmm. You'll have a better fulfilling life. Mm-hmm. And it's not people.
You'll get to a level in your life that you had no clue that you would even get to.
Yeah, it's not a weakness. It's strength.
Yeah.
It's power. It's everything, and it's if you do those things, you might feel better. You might.
Yeah. I always say, anytime somebody's like, "Oh, you gotta do better on this," or "This needs to be better," come on now, you all know it. Like I know what I need to do better in. I might be trying to hide it. I'm hoping nobody else sees it.
Right. I think,
but everybody else sees it too.
Right.
And then once you really say, "Hey, you should do that," I'll be like, "I already know."
Right.
I already know.
Right.
I'm just not doing it. I'm just saying. Oh, I love it. Y'all come to the event.
Yeah, Renewal Amplified, September 29th, 3:30 p.m. We would love to see you there. Just come willing, open for the blessing, for the healing. Actually, this is our churches. We've been having a revival all this month of September, so this is kind of like our ending revival event for September. Just come out, and we hope to see you. We have great artists coming: Josh Hurt, Michael Dixon, Dee Bearfield, and John Payne. It's gonna be awesome. We're blessed to have you. Awesome.
So the plan was for us to talk about the event and a little bit of God for a few minutes, but when God gets in there,
yeah.
the one more thing. 45 minutes later.
I know.
45 minutes later.
I know.
But I have no problem talking about the good Lord ever, 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 ever. So I appreciate you guys coming and just
Thank you
blessing,
for having
blessing us and just we definitely wish for a packed house this weekend and for
Amen.
everybody to come out and hang out and just see how awesome the church is.
Yeah.
And all the things that the church has to offer. So
If you guys want to
yay.
be down, the link is in the feed.
Yay! So we're gonna go and we're gonna visit. Okay, look, for the people that are on, right? All I want to know is who has called BSG, who has called Biller Systems Group and said, tell me about the security. If you can tell me what the secretary's name at BSG is because you called him and you got some information, or who you talked to there, I might have some free tickets to something for you. But he said, keyword might. But definitely want you to give them a call and just check it out. $14.95 is a month to get your whole home secured as far as just monitoring, but as low as cheaper than $40 to get your actual entire home automated. So my garage is automated, my doorbell is automated, my coffee pot goes on and on when I want it to. All that stuff would be under $40 a month.
My trash can orders a pizza. Whatever you want.
Man.
Can opener turns on the TV.
He is
It's
totally,
amazing.
Look, my wifey be like, Also, Tank's Pizza is definitely still in effect, and we want you to make sure that you come out today, because today is Thursday, and so we'll be out there eating pizza, and I got to save some for Zay Zay. And I'm going to bring you a pizza in the morning, babe. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and then we're gonna do whatever happened in the last 24 hours, hot news, because I know you got a few stories up there that we can discuss of what's going on. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It is up.
You can hear it?
No. Is the commercial playing?
Families and communities. They care about each family and give a full survey of your home and or business to recommend the right products for you. You are a name and not a number. You will have security options to choose from with easy access and surveillance from your phone and your smartwatch. Did you know Home Automate your home and your family for as low as $14.95 or turn your home into a smart home at an affordable price. BSG has protected families and communities. They care about each family and give a full survey of your home and or business to recommend the right products for you. You are a name and not a number. You will have security options to choose from with easy access and surveillance from your phone and your smartwatch. Home security, home automation, home theater, alarm monitoring, as low as $14.95 a month. What's more important than your family and your kids? Your home. Get full control right at your fingertips along with expert home security consultation and award-winning service. Call 210-877-1222 or visit us at bsgtexas.com. That's bsgtexas.com. BSG, making home automation simple. Tank's Pizza, located at 902 North New Braunfels Avenue, is the home of a modern interpretation on classic Italian dishes with the use of only the best and high-quality ingredients. You want pasta? They've got it. Calzones? They've got it. Wings? They've got it. And they even got salads for my healthy eaters with lunch specials and a lunch buffet, all for less than $10. And don't forget to wash it down with a glass of Kool-Aid. Their hours of service are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Be sure you call my people at 210-320-9224. That's 210-320-9224. Yes, they do deliver. Just call them. Tank's Pizza. All that's missing is you. They say I must
Yesterday, I was safe in my home. Yesterday, I bought an ice cream cone. Yesterday, we argued over phones. Yesterday, they hadn't cast the first stone. And now, the horizon ain't the same anymore. And now, I won't give my brother pain anymore. And now, we're not arguing like kids anymore. Now, the color of my skin's not an issue anymore. United we stand, united we stay. United we move, united we pray. United we can, united we may. United we will, united we states. We'll take to the skies, we'll take to the seas. We'll take to the land, we'll take to the breeze. We'll take to the fields, we'll take to the streets. And all who oppose, will take to their knees. There is no mistake, there is no release. There is no surrender, there is no retreat. There are no surprises, there is no repeat. There is no recession, there is no defeat. America fight, America live, America's light will never dim. America ride, America fly, America sing, America's cry. America fight, America live, America's light will never dim. America ride, America fly, America sing, America's cry. We cannot and will not recede. I say this to the soldiers who today are hitting hard in the far reaches of the world. Times like these, we need to be reminded of who we truly are. That we will not give up. They make us cry. No more. America rise with the phoenix out of fire and ash. Rise, tell your brother you will hold his hand. Rise, tell your mother you'll protect her land. Then rise, baby, rise as high as you. America fight, America live, America's light will never dim. America ride, America fly, America sing, America's cry. America fight, America live, America's light will never dim. America ride, America fly, America sing, America's cry. America fight, America live, America's light will never dim. America ride, America fly, America sing, America's cry. America fight, America live, America's light will never dim. America ride, America fly, America sing, America's cry. May the sun shine brightly for our brethren cold. May your good deeds come back to you a thousandfold. May you uphold with honor the beliefs you hold. May whatever God you believe in have mercy on your soul.
Yeah! Boom. Sorry, that was Zay Zay. It was his song. I love it.
Nika likes to show
cry,
love.
America feel.
Okay, so here's a question. What's going on with the audios?
I don't know.
That's my question. Because I don't know.
You know,
I don't know nothing. I don't understand. Now they're going to say that it's low, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it up.
Right.
And this will be normal. And then the music, when we turn it on, then I'm going to have to like turn
Right.
it down again.
Because
But
that
that's
was blaring you out of your head. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
What I'm saying is just call BSG and get some security and just call go to Tanks and go get pizza on Thursday today.
Go get you some pizza.
Tanks Pizza.
I love me some pizza, boy.
I do too,
That is
man.
my jam. Oh, peanut butter and jam. I like peanut butter and jam.
I feel like I've gained like 5 pounds because I probably ate pizza 4 times in 1 week.
So what's the problem?
It's not good.
People eat pizza all the time,
And
not
they're-
gaining any weight.
I was about to say, and they're probably big. I'm not saying that, unless they exercise greatly.
I like pizza. I will allow it.
So are you saying that you eat pizza 5 times a week?
I wish
Right.
I
Because
did.
I know you don't.
I do not.
Right.
But imagine,
I was about to say, don't act like you do, because you don't.
imagine pizza and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dessert.
Yesterday, Kenny had...
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yesterday, Kenny had
Sorry.
pancakes
Ooh.
with peanut butter on them.
My wife does that.
And so,
Pancakes with peanut. I mean, you don't want nuts in your food.
Right.
But my wife does pancakes and peanut butter. Her family, they do pancakes and peanut butter. They will also do waffles with cheese. Interesting. I was like, really? Melted,
Really?
A little bit of melted cheese on a waffle. Yeah.
That is interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Before my wife, I did not know of the paradigm of eating popcorn with like Raisinets or M&Ms or something like mixed in, the sweet and the salty.
Yes.
I did not know that existed until I met
Yeah.
her.
Okay, so you know
she
what?
turned me on to it. Now I can't stop.
What a beautiful, and I call them beautiful because I enjoy it so much. A beautiful Hispanic lady at the movie theater said, "Girl," no, she said, "Mija,
Oh,
you
sorry,
have never
Shanita,
had-"
thank you. Okay.
She said, "Mija, you never had jalapenos in your popcorn?"
Oh,
And I said,
I have never had a
"No."
jalapeno in my popcorn.
And she was over there with the butter, and she was buttering it, and then she started dumping the jalapenos on top
Inside
of inside the popcorn.
The popcorn and the
And
butter.
I said, and she said, "Mija,
She said, "Mija, you don't know?"
this is good." And I said,
Uh,
so I went on the little, because
Sure.
you know
You
when
gotta-
you don't know,
you gotta taste
the
it.
little side, and I put a few in there, and then we went back and I sat down and I said, "You got to go get some more jalapenos."
really? It was that good?
Delicious.
So jalapenos with
Delicious.
popcorn and,
butter. Yes.
And
at
it was
the movie
good.
theater.
If
yes.
you like spicy,
it was
spicy
good.
popcorn.
And the thing about it is the jalapenos aren't really that, but if you like the flavor of a jalapeno, it's just really good. Because sometimes jalapenos can be like, oh,
True.
and then other times it's just flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
Most of the time at the movie theater, they're just flavor. They're not like hot. They take all the seeds and stuff out of them. So, yeah. But it was so yummy. I was
didn't
like,
know.
"Thank you, ma'am."
Wow.
And every time,
Now it's your thing.
it's my thing.
Ooh, okay.
I'm trying to teach others. You don't, Mija, you don't know about the jalapenos.
Nika at the movie theater. Mija.
Me, I'm just saying. I
They
learned,
look at her like,
like,
Mija.
what is going on?
What is a Mija? My name is Danielle.
Right.
Don't tell me. Ha. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so what do we talk about? There's a few things that happened. Okay, so if you were waiting for Lil Wayne's new album to drop last week, you were highly disappointed because the rumors were swirling that the Carter 5 was going to drop last Thursday, and then when it didn't, everybody was like, oh, people were sad.
Yeah.
They were very sad. And then, of course, Young Money made a statement that was like, we didn't start those rumors. Somebody started those rumors.
Yeah, but it wasn't me.
But Young Money fans rejoice. Why? Because
This album's gonna be crap. Just watch. I'm just sorry. I mean, not saying anything, but you know how because it's been. I mean, this is the same album that the last label held for like what 3 years, right?
What last label?
The-
Young Money is his label.
We talking about Lil
gonna-
Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne was
Oh,
on
Young
somebody's.
Money.
Wasn't he on somebody's label? Didn't he just separate from
Cash
someone?
Money.
Yeah, and they've been holding this album for like 3 years. The whole time that they've been going back and forth with him saying that you owe me money and them saying whatever.
Right.
And so,
I
is
don't
it the
think that
same
has anything
album?
to- I don't know, but I doubt it. I doubt that years later he would release the same music that was going to be on something he made
That's
years
what I was
ago.
wondering about. I'm like, are we still talking about the same album that's been
I don't
held
think-
back?
I mean, the same album, yes. The the Carter 5.
Right.
But not necessarily the same music inside that album.
inside
right?
the album, because I know they did leak some songs off of it and this, that, and the other. But I was
Right.
like, Lord, I'm about sick of hearing about this thing.
Well,
But it's finally coming out.
tomorrow, rejoice everybody, because the Carter 5 is reportedly hitting stores, music stores, and wherever else you get music, online and blah blah blah.
on all
So
online
tomorrow,
platforms.
yeah, on all the platforms, it's hitting platforms tomorrow. So the rumors were for last week. They said we didn't start those rumors. Either way, here you go. The following
Okay.
week, boom.
All right.
So look for
Well,
that.
I think that Lil Wayne has done a great job to continue his fan base in these years of everything he's gone through with his music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's also responsible for bringing people a lot of
Oh, yeah.
great music and artists,
No, yeah,
right?
yeah,
If
yeah.
it wasn't for him, Drake,
Well, and that was
Nicki
his
Minaj.
first thing when Drake first came out. Not first, I won't say first came out, but when he was blowing up first.
Before albums or anything, he was just like the king of the feature
Right.
for the longest time.
And so he was saying they were talking to Lil Wayne. They were like, "Oh, so you mad that Drake's doing this good?" And woo woo. And he was like,
Why would I?
He's under my stuff."
It's like mad mad all the way.
Yeah, all the way to the bank, boo.
Bank.
I'm so pissed.
I am so upset.
So upset with this man.
That when I take a vacation, I'm still getting paid because he's on tour.
Right.
Go out there, give me my money.
Right. So I was like, I guess they didn't know. Maybe that was it. They didn't
Right.
realize
Right.
that.
You know, one that a lot of people don't realize. Do you know who is Akon is responsible for?
Akon. Who is that?
Akon is actually responsible for one of the biggest pop artists in the world. The same way Usher is responsible for Justin Bieber. Akon is responsible for one of the biggest pop artists in the world.
Who is that?
Guess.
I don't really know pop artists.
Oh, come on.
I mean, Miley? Not
Oh,
her.
come on. It's not Miley.
Ariana Grande?
No.
I'm sorry. Ariana Grande?
Grandy.
No.
No.
I only know 3 of them. Britney Spears?
No.
Okay. I'm done. I don't know. I don't know any more names.
Akon is responsible. I'm trying to find a good picture, a recent picture. Anyway, I'll just maybe just put this. Akon is responsible for Lady Gaga.
I would have never known that.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
He's the one that put her on, huh?
Yes.
That's nice.
That's
He
a
should have.
good-
That's nice. He should be
And
getting
then,
some.
where's Akon?
Right.
Spending money.
No.
I don't know. He's out there trying to start the economy.
The heck he is. It sounded like a joke, but it was the truth.
He's out there trying to start an
Yes,
economy.
He's got
Isn't that
a
something?
real life monopoly happening right
Yep,
now.
yep, he is. So continuing on with the Lil Wayne stuff. So Lil Wayne is actually teaming up with 14 different designers to create this line of merchandise for the Carter 5, which should be interesting to see. So
That's a lot of designers.
Yep. The exclusive collection is fully curated by Bravado, which has worked alongside Kanye West, Travis Scott, and Justin Bieber in the past. Each drop contains Wayne merchandise that will only be available for 24 hours, much like the approach that Travis Scott took with his Astroworld collection. The first pieces are slated to be released at 5 p.m. on Wednesday over at the Carter 5's official online shop. So if you want some official Carter 5 gear and exclusive stuff and stuff you can only really pick up for 24 hours,
Right.
until he says, okay, game's over, here's all the stuff, then make sure to head on over to the Carter 5. I think it'll be the Carter5.com. Or maybe LilWayne.com. I'm not sure.
You can find it.
You
Google it.
It's called. It's the Carter5.com or the Carter V. So 5 like the V.
Man, Shanita
.com.
would have won the contest if we had one. She was like Lady Gaga.
We need to have more contests.
So Shanita, could you please be the winner
job,
of these
Shanita.
tickets? These we might have tickets. I'm gonna need all the folks. This is what I need. I need all the folks to go to all of our advertisers today. Go to Tanks, call BSG.
Call BSG from Tanks.
Boom.
You got a phone that walk around.
And get some information about it. The One Radio sent us. We were just trying to find some information.
Hey Stephanie, kissy face to you too, girl.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Prince is getting a degree.
Who?
Prince getting a college degree.
Who? I don't.
Yes.
I don't want to
I
say.
mean, it sounds as weird as it
Yeah,
sounds.
I'm
Prince
the one that
is-
passed away.
Yes, the one that passed away. According to Rolling Stone magazine, Prince is going to be receiving an honorary degree from the University of Minnesota.
I'm
They'll be
sorry.
giving
I
him-
just rolled my eyes right there.
Oh, they will be giving him a doctorate of human letters, which will be presented to to Prince's sister, Tika Nelson. Tika? I think it's Tika.
I rolled my
Tika
eyes on
Nelson.
that.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? Why are you giving
Why?
the man who passed away? I don't want to say the dead man. I want to give Prince more respect. I like Prince, but what I'm saying is, why are you giving him a degree for what, man? I
Okay.
feel like you just did that to get yourself in the news.
Okay. So, apparently, the University of Minnesota had been preparing and planning to present the degree to him prior to his untimely death.
Thank you.
So they were going to do it
This
anyway.
was going to happen anyway.
It was going to happen anyway. Prince is being awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree University of Minnesota's highest honor.
Now, here's my thing, too, with these honorary degrees.
Oh, wait.
What's
the
up?
degree is in recognition of his remarkable talent,
of
enduring influence in music, and his role in shaping the city of Minneapolis.
So about these honorary degrees,
Nika is not impressed.
I don't understand them. I don't understand them.
You don't understand an
I don't
honorary
understand
degree?
an honorary degree, especially if you didn't physically do any work. I mean, can't you just give somebody an honorary plaque? Why? Okay, so this goes to the person who spent their money, their time, their essays, they 115 on the book, times 8, you know what I'm saying, that works hard to get this degree, that you just given an entertainer an honorary one because they talented and they made a good hit album?
Okay, so no, right? So those honorary degrees don't just, I don't believe anyway, depending on the school and their ethics, they don't just give them away willy-nilly, right? You ever wonder to yourself, if I went back to college to study what I do now, would I need those classes or could I teach those classes?
Right.
If you could teach those classes and then you also were an above and beyond kind of human being that they wanted to honor, I'm just going to give you your degree because you obviously rock out and we want to show you that we recognize your ability. So
don't know.
here.
There's the people like Maya Angelou.
You're not with it?
I'm not with it. Maya Angelou and a lot of folks that have a lot of honorary degrees from a lot of different universities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
In recognition of their abilities.
their ability. But I'm not with it. I don't get it. I don't get giving someone something that somebody earned and paid for. Like, I get it. Okay, cool. You smart in that field, whatever, but you didn't go to this college. So, I mean, if a college or a university or whatever wants to give them an honor for their awesomeness, I get that all day long. But to give someone a degree, like your degree looks the same as my degree?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
better
That's the
not.
thing. It says honorary.
I
All of
mean,
them.
I'm going to say it's
I mean,
honorary, yeah.
It says it's
Yeah.
honorary. An,
I don't
an
know.
honorary degree doesn't look like a degree like you graduated from here. This is an honor that the college is
That the
bestowing
college is
upon
bestowing
you.
on me. Okay. Really,
It's an honor the college is bestowing on you. Like, here, we're going to give you an honor. And this is an honorary degree from us because that's what we do. We give away degrees, right? So we give
It's
degrees,
an
and here's an
honorary
honorary one because we are
So
honoring
it
you.
is just a media thingy, or a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta think about that. I'll come back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I've never liked him though for some reason, and I don't know and you know those. I guess I get it from the self-proclaimed doctors and the self-proclaimed people.
That's a different
And
thing.
I know it's totally different, totally different. But you know, you'd be like, oh, somebody's a doctor something, and I'm like, you ain't a doctor. No, you ain't spent no doctor money. You ain't got no classes. You ain't done nothing. You just gonna call yourself a doctor? Okay, okay.
Right. Well, here's something else to think about too. How much free stuff do rich people get that everybody else has to pay for?
Oh my God, everything.
Okay.
A freaking
So that's-
two-piece at Kentucky. Like, I can't stand that.
Can't stand it.
And you know, I've even had conversations with people, and you know, they're like, and it's so backwards, right? They'll support you. So you buy your hair now, and when you get famous, I'll give it to you for free. Boo, I can afford it when I'm famous, and then I can help support you stay in business, right? Now, but in their mind, fame, that just shows you America and fame and how much power fame has
How much we give
over
it.
people
How much
and how
power
much
we
we give
give.
it. We literally give it, and we make famous people almost untouchable because they are a good singer, they run a ball great, fastly, or whatever.
Did you say fastly?
Fastly. Because that's probably how they talk, fastly.
I'll allow it.
Or they a good actor. Like, I mean, you know, when you really break it down,
Yeah.
and it's like, what does America be doing? What do we do? What do we be doing?
I
Because
mean,
we
that's
do.
human nature, right? Is
But is it like
is
that on other
that.
sides of the world? I feel
yeah,
like
all
it's not.
day. I mean,
Well, fame
the
is
rich,
fame.
the rich and famous are always, given extra love, given passes, given
Yes.
free things,
Yes.
given.
Given.
Because people who give want to feel a connection to
Yes.
that rich, famous, or
Yes.
I mean, it goes to You know, that's ancient though, man. That's
It
I
is.
think that's human nature. Everybody always wants to be next to the big dog.
Yeah.
Everybody always wants to
It's
be
got to
next-
be human nature, right? Because it happens too much.
Too much.
Everywhere. So it's got to be
Everywhere.
something that's like within our
Yeah, everybody wants
makeup.
to be close to or feel like they can,
Mm-hmm,
influence on some level.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's for a moment.
Yeah.
You know, oh, that's a story I can tell. One
Yeah.
time I was sitting next to this person on the plane.
Absolutely.
We had a conversation. He asked me a question.
Yeah.
She asked me a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. And in
And
your,
that's
and
supposed
in
to
your
give you
circle in
validation.
life, that might make you more popular for whatever
Absolutely.
reason.
And it will. I mean, but
maybe.
like I'm saying, it happens. Those things
It
exactly
happens.
happen.
It happens.
And because those
and if
things
it didn't
exactly
happen, people wouldn't do it.
my point. And there you go. That's why I'm like, yes,
There
that
it is.
happens
Yes.
all day long.
All day long.
Oh, just like
Yep.
y'all love us every time we got them backstage passes, don't you? You're my favorite station.
My favorite station. What's your favorite station?
Yeah.
The one.
You are.
Yay! Let me see your app. Yay!
Hey, we don't have a download. What did we talk about yesterday?
Signal, right.
Yeah.
Oh, Zay Zay said kissy face at one point,
And I think Nika talked about white people.
and I think Nika talked about white people. Anyway,
That's not gonna get you with any free stuff because
that's on the daily. Let me say many money. Let me say many, many, many.
right.
All right. Another story. TMZ is reporting that Rihanna's Hollywood Hills home got broken into for the
Aw.
second time this year.
She needs BSG security
She needs
system.
BSG security
She
system.
does. She can get her all that automation.
She does, or ask me to come over. I'll
She's gonna
protect.
protect.
I'll protect you. Nene and I will protect you.
That's right. That's right.
Nene's not going. She
She's
don't care.
not.
All right, so Rihanna's crib is becoming a regular route, according to the article, for cops who rushed there for a break-in late on Tuesday night. That's the second time that somebody illegally entered the home this year. Police responded to Rihanna's Hollywood Hills home after an alarm went off around 10:30 p.m., and neighbors told the police they saw as many as 3 suspects fleeing in a silver vehicle after the alarm was triggered. And that's what it looks like outside Rihanna's house right there. LAPD swarmed to her house, and we're told it's unclear if they made off with any of the loot, but police say that Rihanna was not home at the time. So there you go. She is safe and sound.
Give it a loot. Give it a loot.
Safe and sound.
That's good.
Yes.
You can imagine if someone did break in her house
nice-
and Rihanna was home, they probably
Look
the
at the gate.
the
That's
burglars
gorgeous.
would probably have been stuck.
Be like, oh, is
Just
this?
drop all your stuff. I almost dropped all your stuff.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to steal.
Are you? Or they might not even known that it was Rihanna's house. Maybe they were just like, I'm just
It's a
gonna,
big ass
I'm
house.
just gonna go
Now
into
that would have been
house and
crazy
steal
if they
something.
didn't know and then she was home or saw the picture, and been like, and then like went crazy.
Right.
Wouldn't that have been cool if they were a big fan? They put the stuff back.
Wouldn't it have been cool?
That would have been
Or
cool.
walk in and see the plaques on the what is?
Who is this? Is Rihanna?
It says Rihanna.
No, but because stupid
Then they
burglars
start
these
trying
days.
on her wigs.
I'm about to say stupid burglars these days would take selfies. Was about to steal. Found out it was Rihanna's house. I'm out. Me and my homie was about to burglarize this spot and it's Rihanna's.
But we left and broke back in with flowers. And my number,
you.
call me girl. What?
You're still going to jail,
dumbest
right?
burglar?
You know that, right? You're still going to jail.
Smitten burglars could be a
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
We don't know. All right, we already talked about Lil Wayne's album. Mac Main actually apologized for the confusion about the album, but rest assured, it's coming out tomorrow. We have the trailer for. Should I just link to it or just tell people go find it? We have the trailer for Creed 2. It looks amazing.
I would love to watch that.
You want to watch it?
Yep.
Why don't we put it on?
I like it.
Okay, hold on one second. I will put it on for you.
He said it looks amazeballs.
It looks good. I.
So Kevin Hart's movie comes out on the 2nd of November with Tiffany Haddish. I think something like that. I'm going to be in Vegas. You're going to have a long weekend. And he's also going to be down here.
This is when?
October the 2nd, I want to say.
Yeah, because it's.
I mean,
okay.
November the 2nd, excuse me.
November.
November
No,
the
no,
2nd.
October.
October the 2nd, what? He's going to be down here October the 2nd?
No. The movie comes out.
I thought it came out November the 2nd. Oh, that'd be great if it comes out next week.
I think it comes out Friday,
Oh, great.
September 28th.
Yes.
Boom. September 28th. Can we watch the Creed?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That was just because Kevin Hart's coming down here to San Antonio.
Yeah, well, you know, the
someone
dude is
said,
a lot of places.
Someone said, I'm going to call Kevin Hart and see if I can get an interview. And I feel real bad because I just started laughing.
Why?
I was like, all right, let me know how that works out.
Okay. Okay, Shanita, you don't need to be calling out for my wife when I'm talking about Rihanna.
Oh, okay.
Calm it down,
Nene.
pretty lady. Calm it down.
Was we being mean? Did I be mean? I wasn't being mean. I don't think I was being mean. I didn't be mean. She said, be nice. I'm a day one. You were being mean. I wasn't mean.
Oh.
I don't know.
When did I say something bad about him?
I just put it on him.
Who are we talking about?
It was probably me that said something, but you know. I don't know. Can we watch the Creed thing?
Yes, I'm going to put it on right now.
Oh, look how fine he is. Yes.
He's all right, but he's not
Yes.
real. Zay's that deal. The seeds in the field. Never fear for war. All right, here we go. I'll put this on.
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
don't-
dun,
I
dun,
think
dun,
I might have messed it up.
dun.
Hold up.
Did you?
I don't know.
Dun, 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 dun,
You guys, what do you see?
dun.
Here we go.
Bum, ba, dum.
Why doesn't it work?
I don't know. We can still look at his beautiful muscles.
Okay, here we go.
Beautiful muscles.
We don't do what we love,
Wakanda forever.
then we wouldn't exist.
It's time, kid.
It's like nothing really matters to him right now, including me.
You gotta think real hard about this. You got people that need you now.
I'm taking the fight.
Victor Drago, son of Ivan Drago, who infamously killed Apollo Creed, appeared today to issue a challenge to Adonis Creed.
Don't do this.
I ain't got a choice.
That's the same thing your father said, and he died right here in my hands. That kid was raised in hate. It's dangerous. He broke things in me that ain't never been fixed. It ain't worth it.
It's not just us anymore, D.
I want to rewrite history.
If you want to fight this man, that's your business. But don't pretend this is about your father.
This here is all about my wife, my kids, the life that I live. Through the night, I was his. It was right what I did. My ups and downs, my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls.
This won't be the end of me. Or you. It can't be, because we're a team.
Now you know what you're fighting for.
Round after round, you learn more about yourself. And when I stepped in that ring, it wasn't all about me.
Yeah! I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, it's so good because, you know, it's so good. It has all the good things, like, because, you know, his daddy died because of the boy, but then the boy part, then he fought Sylvester Stallone, and then he said, I lost more things broke than a little bit. That fight.
Were we
That's what
watching
Rocky
the
was-
same thing?
That's what Rocky said.
He broke more things in me that ain't never been
That
fixed.
ain't never been fixed.
He broke things in me that have never been fixed.
Spirit. I'm just kidding.
Never. Not Rocky's spirit. Man, Ivan Drago, go sit down somewhere.
Man, I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's gonna
yes.
be good.
Good movies coming out.
Absolutely amazing. So that is November 21st. That's the release date for Creed 2 this Thanksgiving.
Yes.
At a local theater
Near you.
near you.
Yes. I'm excited.
Two men fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world.
He likes this voice.
One a Russian, the other not. I don't know where he's from. Where's Adonis Creed from? L.A., I think, right? Or, well, no.
The other
so
not.
Apollo was from Philly. Adonis, I don't know where he's from. Well, maybe he was from Philly. Maybe. I know he lives in L.A., but he would be in the movie in Creed. He would go
He's the
to
side
Mexico
son.
for those illegal fights and then come back. So I'm thinking that was Los Angeles. I don't know.
I don't know. They just got as corned beef hash, man. Hashtag corned beef hash.
The wife of Creed, wasn't she the one living in L.A.? That's why
Yeah.
he was in L.A.
Well, but he was in. He would go to Mexico to do illegal underground fighting. You're not going from Mexico from Philly to get back on.
To
Yeah.
to meet
get
Stallone, yeah.
Right. So
All
he's
right,
from Los
anyway,
Angeles.
Just get ready for the new
Get ready.
one.
Get ready.
I'm excited. Love it.
Get ready.
Today,
Get ready.
Tanks. Friday, breathe. Sunday,
breathe.
The Joe Long Theater. Tuesday, National Night Out. Put it on your calendar. Be it all things.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Let's let these fine people get their day going.
Yes. Dear Lord, thank you so very much for waking us up for another day and giving us another opportunity to uplift the kingdom. Just thank you. That's all I'm going to say this morning. Is thank you and put us where we need to be, and when we need to do it. Give us the strength to get it done. Give us traveling grace today, and let's keep joy in our hearts, knowing all things are possible through him. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen, amen, and amen.
Amen, amen, amen. All right, guys, we love you with everything. Alamo City, keep it sexy, keep it clean, and of course, keep it classy. Yes. Nika, Zay. OKC in the building.
He's over there on the side.
See what happens. We love you guys. We'll see you
you
guys tomorrow. Kissy face.
We're out.